you mentioned it, getting, colleagues across a whole organization to own this and change is a key part of it. What's your advice to leaders to sort of start that movement within their organizations?
I think for many, many companies, our employees are thirsting for organizations that live purpose. And purpose is not just about climate and sustainability. Purpose is very business contextual. It's about understanding the why we exist, what makes us unique in the world. What's the intersection of the unmet needs of the world and our distinctiveness. So I think it's very important to set ambitious goals and to show that they're real. They're not just on paper or greenwashed or whatever, but it's also important to find ways for employees to feel like they're a part of that journey. And then third is the intersection of bold commitment, some of which you don't know how to deliver today, and action plans that you can match up to.
But you must have had some resistance within your own organization at times. Where and why, does that resistance come from? And how did you align everybody in your board, your exco, those 1,000 partners? How did you align them?
I think you have to give organizations a chance to come along and to feel some ownership of it, not that it's just being imposed from the top down. For us, the hardest part by far has been the commitments to reducing travel intensity in the work that we do. So I think the first time I said, we're going to reduce it by 20%, and we'll get another 5% because the airlines themselves will get more efficient. Part of what COVID taught us is zooming talent in from around the world could help. So then the commitment went up to 30%. Now we're at 35%. And I'm confident we will surprise ourselves in how far we will go, but it will be owned and embraced by the full partnership, not some sort of top-down legislated thing that people don't believe in. And no one's like perfect in this or has it all figured out. It's just like how bold we are in the continued progress we choose to make.
But isn't that part of the sort of leadership paradigm change that's happening? Hero leaders wanted to know the answers. Nobody knows these answers. And so I think that getting curious, as you've really shown, Rich, is what this is about.
And putting ourselves in positions to learn. For some CEOs who don't work in the professional services world, it will be much more about how are they able to educate their supply chains. When they sit with a couple $100 million manufacturer of a part, why should that company care? Why is it even feasible? How will it affect their ability to sell to our firm, 5 years from now, that they make those choices? Knowing how to engage their supply base, knowing how to think about from their customer's point of view what matters and doesn't, those things will be incredibly important. So we all have to be on our own education journey.